In today's video, an iPhone SE vlog, and we're doing a battery test. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Today's video brings us out and about with the iPhone SE. Now, if you're new to the channel, these camera vlog tests are when I take these phones out and shoot a normal day just so you can see for yourself how these cameras perform in real-life scenarios. We're also talking about battery performance and my impressions having used this phone for a week or so. For some quick specs, this phone features a lone 12-megapixel camera on the back with an aperture of 1.8, OIS, and digital zoom up to 5 times. Up front, that's a 7-megapixel camera with a 2.2 aperture and auto image stabilization. Right, let's start with the vlog. Good day, you beautiful people. Shooting with the iPhone SE's front-facing camera. This is 1080p 30 FPS, which is the only thing you can really shoot on because the other option would be 720p. We are out and about shooting today. It's a great sunny day. And yeah, let's take some photos. Shooting with the rear cameras now, HD 30 FPS. This is as wide as you can go, and you can zoom in up until, you know what, I don't know because there are no numbers, but yeah. Zoom out. You have HD 60 FPS. This is the widest you can go and the farthest in you can zoom. 4K 60 this time. Zooming in, zooming back out. You can actually do 4K 24 FPS, which is what this is right now. Zoomed in, zoom back out. And finally 4K 30, zooming in, zooming back out. So I am well aware that I'm not gonna be posting this video in like 4K and 1080p at the same time, but I just wanted to show you guys because sometimes there are differences in how these phones process the different resolutions. So as you guys know, the iPhone SE is not the most feature-packed phone. Like, there's one camera on the rear, one camera up front, but I'm pretty curious to see if this phone can actually hold its own in terms of like just a day out shooting, you know what I mean? Okay, Josh was also shooting with his iPhone SE, and like we usually when we plan these camera vlog tests, we take a whole day shooting. Ooh, look at how pretty his background is. But like this is, we just got here and we're like, we're done. No, we're not done, but you get the idea. There's not a lot on this phone.
Yeah, it works pretty easy right now.
So I guess the thing is, granted that we have just the basics on this, can this phone do the basics right? Or can this phone do the basics well? And you know what? It's 1 p.m. and I'm at 77%. So let's also see how battery on this thing performs, yeah? Yeah. We're gonna check battery throughout the day. So I guess it's also gonna be a battery test. So I would usually like try to zoom, but that's as much as it'll go. It's interesting because every time I bring a camera out to shoot, I usually go crazy, trying out all the features, trying out all the zooms, trying out all the wides, trying all the different camera effects. But for the iPhone SE, it's basically like that one shot. But yeah, we're just gonna keep taking our shots. So you know that IG hack that said you should use your pano mode to take better photos? Well, it sort of failed. Like, what? Shooting with the main camera modes definitely gave us better results. Like, this was shot in the same place, but you get a better photo with just 1x, and most definitely you get great photos in portrait mode.
Hey.
Hello.
Ooh, this is backlit, but I think that's still a good shot. And also, let me point out, it's a windy day. So this is how audio sounds like on a windy day by the sea. Babe, you think this will portrait mode? Dear watcher, it did not, though it did still yield a good photo. So we're at the San Pedro Fish Market and look. Sun's going down, so we're taking some low light shots. Let's see what this camera can do because there is no night mode on this thing. 4K 24 FPS right now. Zooming in. And then back out. And might I note that I already killed this phone, so I'm actually charging right now. Okay, so we're out. We have Mark, Jaime,
Yep.
and this dude, and this dude, and we'll do some. We're doing some night shots. Let's go. Now, just pointing out that there are no battery checks on this second part of the low light tests because these were shot on a second night. Guys, there's no way I'm eating and going out this much in one day. So the moon looks nice out tonight, but this is the nearest we can get. I mean, now, I will point out that on a normal day when I wasn't trying to whip out my cameras at every single moment to vlog, I of course got better battery performance, and this is the most screen on time I've vlogged. Now, take note that screen on time is not definitive of battery performance, and results here will definitely depend on how you've been using your phone. Okay, let's summarize my thoughts on the iPhone SE 2022. I will say that this is a pretty good basic camera. Emphasis on the qualifier basic. Sure, you won't get crazy zooms or night modes, but most everything else, it probably does well. You really don't have a lot of choice because you have one main shooter, but again, it's a pretty good main shooter. If anything, the camera on this phone relies solely on camera performance and not any of those funky camera features. Although don't get me wrong, I have nothing against funky camera features. I love using those. Of course, as is also indicative by battery performance when we were vlogging with this phone, or the fact that you can't do 4K with front-facing video, this isn't designed to be an all-day vlogging phone. Being on the iPhone SE 2022 reminded me of how phones used to be. back to the simpler times. Man, I really did miss that fingerprint unlock on an iPhone. And just the size of that screen, yes, it is smaller, but my hands enjoy navigating through this tinier screen. And I was pleasantly surprised with how good the cameras are despite them being basic. My point is that my time with iPhone SE was a very enjoyable experience, but this phone definitely won't be for someone who wants it all on their phone. So if you're someone who wants a physical home button or a fingerprint scanner, on an iPhone of course, for those looking for a cheaper door into the Apple walled garden, or even for those who just want to upgrade their older SE. If you're any one of those people, the iPhone SE might be a phone you'd want to look at. That's it for today. Let me know what your thoughts are on the iPhone SE. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's LAZADA_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Until next time!